All right, so I wanted to show you guys how to use this interactive just because it can be a little bit confusing at first. First and foremost, in this top left-hand corner up here, you can press this button right here to make this full screen. Also in the bottom right here, you can drag this little arrow or whatever it is in order to make it bigger or smaller if you want to do that. So I'm going to do situation number 2 with you. Now, you really want to pay attention to the actual direction of motion, okay? So it says a rightward force is applied to a dresser to accelerate it to the right across the bedroom floor. Ignore air resistance. So what you want to do here is you want to first click the direction and then you're going to click which force is in that direction. So we know that this dresser is on the earth. So I know that the downward force has to be gravity. So I'm going to add that first. Now I know the dresser is also on the ground and that ground is putting a force upward on the dresser, holding it on the ground. And so the upwards force, remember that's called the normal force. Now it also says that the rightward force is applied. So that means to the right, I'm going to have an applied force, okay? Now, it says to ignore air resistance, but it doesn't say to ignore friction. Because it doesn't say to ignore friction, we have to also put friction to the left. Remember, friction opposes motion. So this dresser is moving right, so I'm going to put friction to the left. Now, we have to do one more thing here. We have balanced forces all around because they're the same size. You see that? So because they're balanced forces, that means that this dresser would be moving at a constant velocity or at rest. So what we have to do here, because it says the rightward force is applied to a dresser to accelerate it to the right, that means that I have to click on this arrow. See how it says click on arrow to change its size. So I'm going to click on the applied force in order to make it bigger. And that way now I have an unbalanced force to the right. And that way this dresser will accelerate to the right. And then we'll check it down here. And it says, congratulations. Now, one more thing, sometimes this little button, for some reason, it will jump around and it seems like you can't click on it. You'll see what I mean if it happens to you. If that happens, all you have to do is kind of just do this and just keep clicking. And then it eventually will click and you'll be able to return to the main menu. So here's your little star that you get for this situation. You want to get stars for every single situation here. Take a screenshot and then you want to turn that in on the HyperDock. All right, so I hope this helped and good luck.